how to prepare solutions of a given molarity. So oftentimes in lab you have to mix your own solutions, and this is kind of a simple video about how to do that. So just in this example, we're going to talk about how to prepare a 375 milliliter solution that's 12 molar barium nitrate solution. So our first step is we're going to have to determine the mass necessary of barium nitrate to add. So we know from our definition of molarity that we're going to have molarity times volume equals number of moles. And that can be directly derived because molarity we know is moles per volume. So if we want to find out the number of moles, we simply need to do our 12 molar times 0.375 liters. We have to remember we always work in liters so that we have the proper units. So when we do that, we're going to get 4.5 moles barium nitrate. And that's helpful because it gives us a general idea of the amount, but we really want to know it in mass so that we can measure it out. So we need to do a conversion. So we have our 4.5 moles barium nitrate. And we know we have for 1 mole barium nitrate a molecular weight of 261.337 grams of barium nitrate. So that's going to lead us to need 1,176 grams. So that's quite a bit, but for a 12 molar solution, that's pretty reasonable. It's very concentrated. So our second step is going to be to mix, or start the mixing process. So in a volumetric flask or cylinder, we're going to add the mass of solid and we're going to mix in a small amount of the solvent. So you want to mix in less than is required for the whole sample. So in this case, if we have 375 milliliters for a total, we might add 100 so that we can simply dissolve our solid. So we're going to call this kind of mixing or dissolving. The next step you want to do is you want to fill the flask or cylinder to the desired volume. So it's very important to remember, though, that you're not adding 375 milliliters of solvent. You're simply adding solvent to it until it reaches 375 milliliters. So your solid will actually contribute to that number of milliliters. And our last step is going to be to invert or gently shake the flask solution to mix in the rest of the solvent. So we might already have our solid dissolved, but you still want to kind of make sure that it's uniform throughout. And another important note might be, depending on types of solvents and solutes, venting or opening it up to the air while you're mixing it venting the flask may be necessary. And that's just to prevent any pressure building up if you had volatile solvents that would evaporate. And that is how you can prepare solutions from a given molarity for a specific volume.